Good morning students, I welcome you for the online class of economics. Today we will be going to learn the topic economics short-run equilibrium, in which we will be learning the multiplier. What do you mean by investment multiplier, student? As you are seeing before there, investment multiplier is there. Multiplier is that in investment multiplier refers to that how many number of times an investment has been done in ratio of increase in the income. A change in income, how much changes the investment will be showing, will be represented with the help of investment multiplier. Let us have the definition, then the formula to learn the multiplier. Investment multiplier and its mechanism you can see now before the camera. The concept of multiplier, when we see student, it is that concept which shows a change in investment that causes due to change in output, that is the income in the economy. Definitely student, when there will be a change in investment, then only we can observe the change in the investment. Okay, now how the income will increase, that will be increasing the habit of the people to do savings, and that saving will be later converted into investment. So how much the changes in income in the ratio of that, how much is the investment changes, that we can know from the investment multiplier. We have noted that increase in output or income change in Y is many times more than the increase in investment change in I. The number of times by which the increase in output income exceeds the increase in investment is called investment multiplier or output multiplier. It is measured as a ratio between increase in output income, increase in investment. So in a simple term, if we want to learn what is investment multiplier or output multiplier, investment multiplier or output multiplier refers to the number of times by which the increase in output or income change in Y exceeds the increase in investment change in I. It is measured as the ratio between change in output income and change in investment K equals to delta Y upon delta I. Illustration shows that if investment increases by rupees 15 crore and has a consequence income increases by rupees 60 crore, it implies that increase in income is 4 times the increase in investment. Accordingly, multiply K equals to 4. Multiplier, the symbol is K, where delta Y equals to delta I equals to 60 divided by 15 equals to 4. How many times the investment has been increased as compared to income? That is, it has been increased 4 times. Okay, so in this question it is just an example by which you can come to know how much is the multiplied, the investment is multiplied according to the income increase. Relationship between multiplier and MPC, marginal propensity to consume, if we want to know, there is a very positive relationship. There is a direct relationship between multiplier and marginal propensity to consumption. Higher the value of marginal propensity to consumption, higher the multiplier will be there, and vice versa. If the lower the value of marginal propensity to consumption is there, the investment will be lower. In fact, multiplier is often estimated with reference to marginal propensity to consumption as under K equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. This equation establishes a direct relationship between MPC and K. Illustration shows if MPC equals to 0.5, K equals to 1 divided by 1 minus 0.5 equals to 1 divided by 0.5 equals to 2. If MPC is 0.8, then K equals 2. The same formula you put and you will get the answer. How many times the investment has been multiplied? That is the 5 times and the income. So has the increase in the MPC, that will be increase in the multiplier also, investment multiplier. So increase in MPC implies increase in the value of multiplier. Let us understand the logic behind the direct relationship between MPC and multiplier. It runs like this. Additional investment, that is change in I, means additional expenditure in the economy. Additional expenditure means additional income change in Y in the economy. Thus, if delta I equals to 100, then change in Y equals to 100 as soon as investment expenditure is incurred. Let us take this change delta Y has increase in income in the round number 1. Thus, change in Y, that is delta Y equals to 100, would be split into delta C and delta S, because a part of income is spent on consumption and a part of it is saved. In round number 2, delta C would be converted into delta Y, because delta C is expenditure and expenditure causes income. Here comes an important point. Higher value of MPC would mean higher delta C. If MPC equals to 0.4, then delta C equals to 0.4 into 100, that is 40. I am not reading there, just put the values in the particular equation. What you have to do, students, first of all you write the equations in your copy, then you substitute the values according to the question, then only you will be getting the answer for the particular equation. According to delta y is round number 2, which is equal to delta c, would depend on the value of MPC. As the MPC value will be changing, that will be the impact on the investment K multiplier. So K multiplier formula, you just note down what we have learned. K equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. If you will do this formula, what I had said, definitely you will be getting the multiplier answer. So there is a relationship between MPC and multiplier that you can impact, and then you can get the answers of MPC. Conversion of delta C and delta Y will result you MPC. We know very well MPC equals to delta C upon delta Y, and in all the round a higher MPC would also cause a change in C and therefore change in higher the Y. Higher delta C has the income. All the in economics, whatever we are learning, it is just the impact of income of a person. As the income will increase, consumption will increase, as well as savings also will increase in its ratio, in their own ratios. Okay, so that will be impacting that whatever changes is there, that is because of the delta Y. There are many rounds of increase in income change in Y caused by increase in investment delta I. In the first round, delta Y equals to delta I, but in each subsequent round, delta Y equals to delta C. Since the value of delta C depends on MPC, we can conclude that higher MPC implies higher delta C, and therefore higher delta Y in different rounds of income generation, implying that higher MPC causes higher value of investment multiplier. In an economy, government makes some additional investment. Find its value when MPC equals to 0.5 and increase in income that equals to rupees 1000. We know K multiplier equals to delta Y upon delta I. What did it show? We also know that K equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. Substituting the values of K, MPC student, K equals to 1 divided by 1 minus 0.5, that is 1 divided by 0 equals to 2. What has been impact, students? It is just impacting that how the changes substituting the values of MPC, it is representing. Okay, we know also, first of all, given values. What are we have to write? Given values. What are the given values? We have to, government make some additional investment, definitely. Find its value when MPC equals to 0.5 and increase in income is 1000. Means multiplier we have to take. Multiplier formula is change in Y upon change in I, but I is not given here. Change in Y is given, MPC is given. Can't we take? Yes, we can take with the formula K equals to 1 upon 1 minus MPC. By this formula we can get investment multiplier. So by substituting the values 1 minus 0.5, we will get how much? 2 is the answer. Okay. So delta Y upon delta I, we know K equals to delta Y upon delta I. Okay, and change in Y how much is showing? 1000. Change in I we have to take. So change in has multiplier answer we got from the equation K equals to 1 by 1 minus MPC. We got the answer. How much we got? That we got 0.2. Sorry, 2 we got the answer. Here we got K equals to 2. Change in Y how much is showing? Increase in income how much is showing? 1000. By substituting the values that K equals to change in Y upon change in I, we will get change in investment also. How? The K equals to how much? 2. Delta Y how much? 2000. If we substitute the value change in I, how much is coming? 500. So additional investment according to change in the income is just 500 by the government. So this is the way how, if we know the formula, we can relate and we can find the various types of question solution. Okay. Now let us see, if MPC equals to 0.75, how much additional investment is required to increase income by rupees 600. Also find the multiplier. K multiplier equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. We know very well the formula as we read there. MPC equals to how much is resulting? 0.75. How much additional investment is required is to increase income by rupees 600. Change in y, how much? 600 is showing. Again same question, k equals to 1 by 1 minus MPC. We will relate the same formula. MPC formula 0.25, 1 divided by, here if we will do, we will get 0.25, 1 divided by 0.25 we get 4. Okay, so we know k equals to delta y upon delta I. So delta I equals to 4, k value how much is there? 4, and change in y how much is there? 600. 600 divided by 4 if we will do, we will get 150. So this is the one of the variety question of the investment multiplier. Find MPC when investment multiplier equals to 1. K multiplier equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC. Given that 1 divided by 1 minus MPC equals to 1, 1 equals to 1 minus MPC. When we show these things, 1 minus 1 how much? Here this 1 is there, 1 plus 1 how much? 2 will be there. Okay, but here 1 minus MPC there, though when 1 will be transferred to another side it will be minus. So 1 minus 1 it will be 0. So how much is there? MPC equals to 0. Which case, when investment multiplier answer is 1 and marginal propensity to consumption is 0, then only we will get investment multiplier answer as 1. Find the value of multiplier when MPC equals to MPS. We know MPC plus MPS equals to 1. We have already discussed in one of the class that how we will get MPC plus MPS equals to 1. If you remember, delta C upon delta Y plus delta S upon delta Y equals to delta Y upon delta Y. When we do, we will get MPC. If you don't remember, I will be again explaining you delta C upon delta Y. If we do delta S upon delta Y upon delta Y, it means if we divide all the C plus S equals to Y, definitely with the changes Y, we will get one answer as 1. So here what is delta C upon delta Y? That is MPC. Okay, plus delta S upon delta Y, how much is there? MPS. If we will add, we will get the answer 1. When we put this value of multiplier when MPC equals to MPS, this situation let us see. When MPC equals to MPS, each parameter must be equals to 0.5. K equals to how much? 0.5. 1 by divided by 1 minus MPC equals to 2. This is a situation when we will get multiplier, value of multiplier when MPC equals to MPS. How we did? As in this situation, each parameter must be equals to how much? 0.5. Then only we will get that MPS equals to MPC. So 0.5 if we will place in place of MPS in the formula of multiplier, we will get the answer as 2. So a situation is there when multiplier equals to 2. When that situation we can get MPC equals to MPS. Okay. Multiplier mechanism, table 3 illustrate the multiplier mechanism. It is based on the assumption that MPC equals to 0.5. Assumption is there, no? So it is not the answer, we will get from assume that MPC equals to 0.5. Multiply process, round 1, 2, 3, 4 and so is there. Increase in investment, expenditure rupees crore. Change in income, delta Y equals to rupees crore. Induced change in consumption, that is MPC equals to 0.5 rupees crore. Leakage or saving rupees crore, it is given there. All the data is already given to you. Increase in investment, it is showing only 100. One time only. Change in income, you can see variations are there. It is as the income is going down one by one. Induced change in consumption, you can see MPC, it is just going down. As the income is going down, it is also going down. Leakage or saving, definitely when the income is going, it will impact on the savings also, and savings will also decline as compared to income. The table shows that as a result of initial increase in investment by rupees 100 crore, there is increase in income by rupees 100 crore in round number 1. Okay. Our assumption is that MPC is also 0.5. Hence, because of the increase in income by rupees 100 crore, consumption will increase by rupees 50 crore and remaining rupees 50 crore will be saved. In round number 2, when we see because of expenditure of rupees 50 crore and consumption, there will be an increase in income by rupees 50 crore. Now change in Y equals to rupees 50 crore will be split into delta C equals to rupees 25 crore and delta S equals to rupees 25 crore. Let us have the situation, student. On account of increase in consumption expenditure by rupees 25 crore, there will be increase in income by rupees 25 crore in round number 3. Now delta y equals to rupees 25 crore would be sort into delta c equals to 12.5 crore. That it is just going with the parameter, student. What is the impact of change in income from 50 to 25, then impact in change in consumption, how much it is showing there, that only I am reading, going on reading. What you are seeing, this and this are same. MPC and MPS, in every situation where the income is changing, the impact is same. Okay, so that only we are learning mechanism, multiplier mechanism, that the change in MPS and MPC always equals. So how do we find that k equals to 1 divided by 1 minus MPC? If you want to abbreviate this, this abbreviated formula, if you want derivation, if you want to derive this formula, let us have that. We know that has MPC, MPS I explained. Now I will elaborate this formula also, how we got. Let us have. We know that k, the formula first we read, k equals to change in y upon change in I. Okay. We also know that y equals to c plus I, consumption plus investment. Saving we are not taking because investment multiplier we are learning. So c plus I in a state of equilibrium. Accordingly, delta y equals to delta c plus delta I. Definitely it can be there, the changes. Or if you know y and c, can't we take I? Yes, definitely we can take I. So the formula will change, delta I equals to delta y minus delta c. Here delta I, change in investment, change in y equals to change in income, and change in c equals to change in consumption. Putting the value of delta I in equation number 1, we get k equals to delta y divided by delta y minus delta c. What we will be getting? Dividing right hand side of the equation by delta y, we will see this only, we are taking this only. Okay, k equals to delta y upon delta I. What we get? Delta I formula, delta y. So we will substitute in this formula, we will get this. What we will get? K equals to sorry for the disturbance. So here if we will substitute the formula in this first one, what we will get? Delta y same. Here in place of delta I, what we are writing this formula. Dividing right hand side means the here by the equation change in y, what we will get? Every side, right hand side means this side. First we will divide delta y upon delta y, what the answer will come? 1. Delta y upon delta y, again we will get 1, we got. Delta c upon delta y, what is the delta c upon delta y, I want to know. Delta c upon delta y, if you remember, it equals to MPC. So if we substitute the values, we will get 1 k equals to 1 divided by 1 minus c, MPC. Here we get, so this is the elaboration, how the formula makes. So this was for today's class, student. I hope you have understood. Next class we will move with the forward action and backward action of multiplier. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day. Prepare some of the backside questions which is given. This chapter is constituted maximum questions. So please solve with the questions in the copy so that a practice will be there related to this formula. We can work out when practical question will be solved. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.